6, State versus Taquan Mathers. You have a right to retain counsel even if you intend to plead guilty, and a right to a reasonable continuance to secure counsel. You have a right to counsel and a reasonable continuance to secure counsel, and a right to have counsel assigned without cost if you're unable to employ counsel. You have a right to bail if it's a bailable offense. You need make no statement at any point in the proceedings, and any statement can and will be used against you.
That's our understanding, Your Honor, yes.
All right, and appearing on behalf of the State of Ohio is Assistant Attorney General Brian Decker.
Yes, Your Honor.
And appearing on behalf of the defendant, our appointed counsel Robert A. Dixon as lead counsel and Ariana Tarragati as co-counsel. I'm going to read charges and count 1 of the indictment. He is charged with aggravated murder, an unclassified felony offense. And it states that on or about January 27, 2014, in the city of Ashtabula, County of Ashtabula, and State of Ohio, that one Taquan Mathers did purposely and with prior calculation and design cause the death of another, to wit Lydia E. Colon, then and there a living human being, contrary to the form of the statute, section 290301A of the revised code, in such case made and provided and against the peace and dignity of the State of Ohio. That offense is aggravated murder. It's an unclassified felony offense. There is a firearm specification, and that reads that the grand jurors further find and specify that defendant did have a firearm on or about his person or under his control while committing the offense, and did display the firearm, brandish the firearm, indicated that he possessed the firearm or used the firearm to facilitate the offense. Course of conduct specification of count 1, that states that the grand jurors further find and specify that the bar, a part of course of conduct involving the purposeful killing of 2 or more persons, to wit Lydia Colon, Alexis X. Colon, and as specifications are submitted, this is a capital case. Count 2 is also aggravated murder, and it states that on the same date and place that Taquan Mathers did purposely cause the death of another, to wit Lydia E. Colon, while committing or attempting to commit, or while fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated robbery and or aggravated burglary, contrary to the form of the statute in violation of 290301B of the Ohio Revised Code, in such case made and provided against the peace and dignity of the State of Ohio. That also is aggravated murder, an unclassified felony offense, and with the same specifications as the first count, and that is a capital offense. Count 3 states that on or about January 27, 2014, in the city of Ashtabula, County of Ashtabula, and State of Ohio, that one Taquan Mathers did purposely and with prior calculation and design cause the death of another, and that was Alexis X. Colon, then and there being a living human being, contrary to the form of the statute, in violation of section 290301A of the Ohio Revised Code, in such case made and provided for against the peace and dignity of the State of Ohio. That is the offense of aggravated murder. It's a felony, and it also contains a firearm specification identical to counts 1 and 2, and also a course of conduct specification identical to counts 1 and 2. Count number 4 states that on or about the same date and place that one Taquan Mathers did purposely cause the death of another, to wit Alexis X. Colon, while committing or attempting to commit, or while fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated robbery and or aggravated burglary, contrary to the form of the statute, and that's in violation of Revised Code 290301B as the offense of aggravated murder. It's an unclassified felony offense, and it carries the same firearm specification as counts 1, 2, and 3, and the same course of conduct specification as to counts 1 and 3, and it is a capital offense. Count number 5 is the offense of attempted aggravated murder, and it states that on or about January 27, 2014, in the city of Ashtabula, County of Ashtabula, and State of Ohio, that one Taquan Mathers did purposely or knowingly with sufficient culpability for the commission of a violation of section 290301A of the revised code, engage in conduct that, if successful, would have constituted or resulted in the offense of aggravated murder of Benny A. Mukolon in violation of sections 290301A and 292302 of the revised code, in such case made and provided and against the peace and dignity of the state of Ohio. That is the offense of attempted aggravated murder. It's a felony of the first degree, and it contains a firearm specification similar to counts 1 through 4. And I'll read that the grand jurors further find and specify that the defendant did have a firearm on or about his person or under his control while committing the offense, and did display the firearm, brandish the firearm, indicated that he possessed the firearm, or used the firearm to facilitate the offense. The statute 2911.11A1, and that is the offense of aggravated burglary. It's a felony of the first degree, and it also carries a similar firearm specification as the other counts that I've had. All right. Is the defendant ready to make a plea in this case?
He is, Your Honor.
All right. What's your plea?
Your Honor, at this time, he would enter a plea of not guilty to all counts and all specifications to all counts.
All right. You want to be heard on the issue of bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Decker, you want to be heard on bond?
Your Honor, the state would ask you to maintain the bond that's currently set at $1 million. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll continue the $1 million bond. I think the record should also show that the defendant is serving a 3-year prison sentence imposed by Judge Vettel, what was it, last month or earlier this month, I believe, for violation of community control. Is that correct? All right. And the defendant has been in jail on this case.
All I know is that he was served in this case as of March 10th.
We'll have to verify what the exact date was. All right, and we're going to pull the judge, which judge is assigned to this case. However, this is a co-defendant of the case I have, State versus Marcus Lashley, Jr.
It's initially, according to the computer, assigned to Judge Yost, reassigned to Judge Mackey due to the co-defendant.
All right. Okay, counsel, anything further at this time for the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and just for the record, Mr. Decker, Assistant Attorney General Paul Scarcello will be assisting you also in the trial of this matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, and I believe, counsel, you have filled out and signed all the forms necessary to be submitted to the State of Ohio. The Supreme Court of the State of Ohio as the fact that you are qualified as lead counsel or co-counsel on a capital case, and that's it. All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to read charges and count 1 of the indictment. He is charged with aggravated murder, an unclassified felony offense, and it states that on or about January 27, 2014, in the city of Ashtabula, County of Ashtabula, and State of Ohio, that one Taquan Mathers did purposely and with prior calculation and design cause the death of another, to wit Lydia E. Colon, then and there a living human being, contrary to the form of the statute, section 290301.